Hello and welcome. Plenty going on backstage. It's all backstage because nobody is really coming out in the front and saying what they are. So, what is Pakistan doing? What is Bangladesh doing? What is the next step? Is there an end game? Have they given up? What is the story? There is plenty of intrigue. There's plenty of drama in this entire matter. There was a PCB meeting, is what we are being told last night. The Bangladesh Cricket Board, what is the next move? They've written or will write to the ICC. They're saying take it to disputes resolution. And in disputes resolution, let's try and figure out a way. Aminul Islam Bulbul has been desperately trying to figure out a way. Is there a way for Bangladesh? Can they find a way? Will they take it to ICC disputes resolution? And if they take it to ICC disputes resolution, is there a way out for them? Is there any opportunity for Bangladesh to try and figure something out? That's the kind of moot point at this point. So let me first give you the news, and then we will obviously get into the analysis. Before that, everybody, I wish you a very happy Saraswati Puja. Anyone who's watching, a very very happy Saraswati Puja from everybody on behalf of Rev Sports. So hopefully you'll have a great year. Not the best world, all of us know that. Wish you a lot of health, wish you a lot of happiness, wish you a lot of success and joy. So happy Saraswati Puja. Coming back, uh, Bangladesh needs a face saver, and the attempt from last evening has been desperately at a face saver. If you speak to journalists, if you speak to players, in private, they will tell you how frustrated they are. In private, they will tell you how upset they are. But the moment you ask them to talk in public, they will say they can't or they are scared. They can't because they fear backlash. So there is a tremendous degree of apprehension and concern that what will happen. There is a tremendous degree of pessimism in the country. Now, the Bangladesh Cricket Board in this atmosphere wants a face saver because they have to figure something out. They've got to find something. They've got to figure something out that will give them in uh, something out that. And what is that? They've sent a mail to the ICC. They will want the ICC to take the matter to disputes resolution. They will want a legal kind of intervention in the matter. Now, you know the fan is the point is, if we know in 2018 when Pakistan tried it with disputes resolution, saying India was not honoring the bilateral agreement, we remember Michael Beloff QC, Queen's Counsel, had thrown it out. That's where Bangladesh is headed. How does the disputes resolution committee work? The disputes resolution committee works in a very interesting manner. They firstly, it's the ICC board that will appoint someone. Now the ICC board has voted 14-2 against Bangladesh. Are you seeing any chance there? The answer is a flat no. There's a flat no. There's zero chance of any decision in this entire matter getting changed or getting overturned. So if Bangladesh can keep writing letter after letter or email after email, nothing is going to come out of that. They are now trying to drag the matter, trying to dig out a face saver, trying to figure out a way. If there is a middle path, trying to work something out, that's not going to happen. So they had a straight job in front of them, not to mix Mustafizm with the World Cup. Go fight the BCCI, rally people against the BCCI, rally support against the BCCI, but not against the ICC. What they did not realize is by taking it against the ICC, they alienated all the other member boards. The moment the ICC board voted against them 14-2, it is not only India. Bangladesh is no longer fighting India. Bangladesh is now fighting the entire ICC except Pakistan. That's the story. The bottom line is Bangladesh is no longer fighting any this thing against India. They are fighting against the entire cricketing body and the entire cricketing fraternity. Except Pakistan, everybody voted against them. So now what they want is they have sent a mail saying, or they will send a mail saying, take it to disputes resolution, let a legal solution come out of the whole thing and let them decide. I think it will be summarily rejected because, much like in 2018 when it was summarily rejected, that is precisely what is going to happen, according to me. According to me, that's where this matter is headed. What is Pakistan doing? Pakistan is playing a very interesting game. On the face of it, they are supporting Bangladesh. They want to show the world that the Bangladesh side that they are supporting Bangladesh. Will they take any tangible action? The answer is no. They will write a letter. They are waiting for the ICC to make the formal announcement. The moment they make the formal announcement, Pakistan will say they are protesting on behalf of Bangladesh and put out something saying they are doing it in solidarity with Bangladesh and they are not in sync with the ICC decision, and this is their protest. So, on the face of it, they will do some kind of a protest to stand by Bangladesh and show, as if show that they are with Bangladesh. But will they take any tangible stand and withdraw from the World Cup or anything like that? The answer is a flat no. That's where Pakistan is headed. From what we understand from our reporters, Rohit Juglan will file a separate story on this as well. There was a PCB meeting last night, and it was decided there that they will wait for the ICC. At this point in time, they've kept mum. They will wait for the ICC to come out and declare the official schedule. The moment the official schedule is declared, that's when Pakistan will act. They will protest against the decision taken by the ICC, saying that this is not the fair call, this is not the right call, and they are in sync with Bangladesh, and they will protest against the ICC decision. This is what the Pakistan plan is. So, in terms of news, two things once again before I get into the analysis of the whole matter. Bangladesh, news wise, half the people have reconciled with the fact that they are out of the World Cup. Half the people have reconciled that they're gone, they're done. Half the people still think that something can be salvaged out of nothing. Some half the people still think that, oh, they still have a little window left. They have a little window left. And what is the window? The window is, okay, we will prolong this. We will send this letter to the ICC demanding that the matter be taken to disputes resolution. We will demand that let the ICC figure out a legal solution. Let there be an independent arbitrator who kind of does this. What they don't understand is it is again going to go back to the board. It is the board that appoints the disputes resolution committee. Eventually is basis the ICC board. So I don't see anything coming out of that. And Pakistan will have to play the moral card in favor of Bangladesh. Will have to show the world that they are supporting Bangladesh, so that their support for Bangladesh, or that vote in favor of Pakistan, that pairing, the Pakistan Bangladesh pairing, the anti-India pairing, stays intact. So that's what Pakistan will do. Will they take any tangible action? At this point in time, the answer is no. Pakistan will not withdraw. Pakistan will not want to lose millions of dollars. Pakistan will not jeopardize their own interest. Pakistan will not sacrifice their own players, but they will do posturing. They will pander to the Bangladeshi political constituency. They will pander to the Bangladeshi electorate, which is anti India. They will pander to that. They will do that kind of posturing, saying, hey, we are there for you. So they will do that kind of posturing and put out protest letters, tell the ICC, oh, this is not fair, make some hue and cry, make some noise, so that Bangladesh cannot accuse Pakistan of backstabbing and Bangladesh cannot accuse Pakistan of not supporting. That's the back channel as far as Pakistan is concerned, and we are going to do a story on that. That is what was, from what we understand, was decided and discussed last night from within the internal echelons of the PCB. So clearly, it's a very interesting situation. Now let's do some more news. From what I now understand, the ICC has sounded out Scotland, and they have now told Scotland to be ready if Bangladesh don't turn up. So this is the update that you are getting. ICC has sounded out Scotland and told them to be ready if Bangladesh don't turn up, and that is where the matter is now headed, is what I am getting. So ICC has sounded out Scotland, and the update is Scotland will have, or rather has been told the back channels, that unless Bangladesh turns up, they will have to be ready. Okay, so now coming to the whole matter. A lot of people have said to me that BCCI should not have done this to Mustafizur, and this entire matter started. Why would the BCCI do this, etc., etc. So, why would the BCCI do? Why should the BCCI have done this? And that kind of started this entire matter. See, my point is very simple. The BCCI did it, you feel wronged. Point taken. Go and fight the BCCI. Go and fight the BCCI and take it out on the BCCI. Go and fight the BCCI and take it out on the BCCI and rally the ICC members against the BCCI, get the votes against the BCCI. You cannot fight the ICC. In a democratic setup, ultimately you cannot fight the governing body of sport. Because what Bangladesh did not realize is they started fighting the governing body of sport. They upped the ante. Instead of making it a targeted attack on the BCCI, what they started doing was they started fighting the entire cricketing fraternity by making it into a World Cup issue. That was the first big blunder. Had they said we have a problem with the BCCI, this is wrong, we will take it up in the ICC board. You cannot do this to Mustafizur and rally around Mustafizur and rally around support for the against the BCCI. People would have understood. Okay, this is where they are coming from. Instead, what they did, they tried to play to the gallery and up the anti-India stance and anti-India sentiment, play to the local constituency in Bangladesh and think that, oh, you know what, we will pander to the local constituency, and by doing what we are doing on the World Cup, we will manage this within the ICC. What they did not realize is the ICC will also become stern and take real stern action, or can. The ICC for the longest time showed extraordinary restraint. For literally 3 weeks, the ICC showed restraint. The ICC kept engaging with Bangladesh, exactly what should have been done. The ICC kept speaking to Bangladesh. They did emails, they did Zoom calls, they did digital conversations. They finally sent a delegation to Bangladesh, clearly ensuring that no one can accuse ICC of not playing its part. Nobody can accuse ICC of not doing the job that is expected of the governing body of world cricket. When all of this diplomatic channels failed, Bangladesh kept pushing the bars. Asif Nazrul kept upping the ante and started behaving aggressive and started saying what he did. Oh, we will not pander. ICC is an Indian body. They are stooping to the BCCI and all of that. That's when the ICC press release came. The press release made it very, very clear that the Mustafizur Rahman issue is an isolated issue, and that was the masterstroke. That it is an isolated issue related to a local league of a local member board. There is no way the ICC World Cup can be linked to this or can be related to this. So there's no way the Bangladesh Cricket Board can connect the two. The moment that happened, it was evident. It was evident where it is headed. In terms of cost implications, what does Bangladesh stand to lose? 500,000 plus dollars, which is about 5 crore rupees under current circumstances, 91, 4.5 crores from participation money. So appearance money, that. Secondly, prize money, they will lose a certain portion, which accrues to them. Thirdly, so prize money, one portion, participation money, one portion. Bangladesh also stands to get 27.5, $28 million, about approximately 5% from the ICC's annual revenue. They stand to lose literally half of that. If the ICC imposes a penalty, they can lose or stands to lose at least half of that. Now you can understand that is 100 crores. That's a staggering amount of money. That's where Bangladesh might become really, really in a spot, can be put in a spot if ICC imposes a penalty and Bangladesh is then pushed to lose this money, which is the ICC revenue money, for which is about 5% that accrues to them, $28 million. That becomes a major problem. That way, the matter doesn't end there. Now, here's what it is: 14 members have voted against. Now, if all these member boards decide to stop sending teams to Bangladesh, where do you go? Because your cricket is entirely premised on either one, ICC money, and secondly, your cricket is entirely premised on the fact that you make a lot of money from these tours. When India would have toured in September, imagine there would have been broadcast, there would have been sponsors, there would be on ground, there would be ticket sales, there would be media, there would be everything. The entire ecosystem, when India would have traveled to Bangladesh in September, is a massive ecosystem. Under current circumstances, India will not travel. If India does not travel, Bangladesh Cricket Board loses win. I mean, it is a windfall for any country if India travels. Bangladesh Cricket Board more so because it's next door. There is a lot of Indian interest there. People would have followed. The political climate was such that the series would have been a high intensity one. There would have been serious sponsorship, serious economic value. And that entire money the BCB stands to lose. But it is no longer restricted to India, and that's a point that I'm repeatedly trying to make to you. Because Bangladesh has alienated, because Bangladesh has alienated the entire ICC board, and because of the fact that you have lost 14-2, so except Pakistan, almost every member board has, not almost, every member board literally has voted against you. If they decide to stop sending teams to Bangladesh, then what happens? That's when the entire edifice of Bangladesh cricket stands to collapse. The moment the argument was made nation first or country first, that's the argument that extremist sections or radical sections or the so-called section that has been fed this political rhetoric will come and tell you, we have done the great thing, we have opposed the ICC, we have taken a stand against BCCI hegemony of the ICC. These are fools who just don't understand Zik. They don't understand what they are talking. They are being spoon fed by the political establishment, the radical political establishment, and they are not even understanding by doing this. They are actually destroying their own cricket. They are destroying their own players. They are destroying their own sport. It can never be cricket or nation. Cricket is the nation. Cricket is a unifier and one of the most potent symbols of cultural unity and social unity in Bangladesh. How can it be cricket versus the nation? How can it be cricket or nation? They have put it as a binary. As a binary, it's either or. It was never either or. It can never be either or. And that's where Bangladesh has made its biggest mistake, as far as I am concerned, by pitching it as a binary between cricket and the nation. The moment you say that, no player, imagine this, no player, because you've already set the rhetoric, you've already set the tone. The tone is, if you are in favor of cricket, you are anti nation. If you are in favor of the sport, you want to go to India, you are anti nation. Now, when a cricketer knows that the political establishment deals with the matter in this manner, that you are in favor of the sport means you are anti nation, nobody will open his or her mouth. They are shut. They are absolutely shut because you can't say a word. It's the political establishment of the land or the government of the land that has taken the call. Now, once you've done that, BCB, initially the BCB was divided. The BCB did not want to take an anti India stand. The BCB did not want to withdraw from the World Cup. But once the BCB realized that the writing is on the wall, it's a government call. And yesterday, what has happened is, in no uncertain terms, Asif Nazrul was very, very clear, saying this has been a government call. Moment he says this is a government call, the Bangladesh Cricket Board has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. And that's where the entire matter, when Tamim Iqbal came and said we should look at it rationally, there was a backlash. When the cricketers said what they said on the Bangladesh Premier League day, there was a backlash. So anything against the government, anything remotely which can be construed as pro-India, it is a problem. Because that's where the political rhetoric is. The political rhetoric has to be, we cannot capitulate. If you listen to Asif Nazrul yesterday, he said that we cannot capitulate. So the political rhetoric is you have to pander to your local constituency, and according to your local constituency, you have to be seen as strong. In this backdrop, the cricketers were called for a meeting. No cricketer in his sane mind would have even said a word of traveling to India for the World Cup, because he or she knows that there's absolutely no way that you can do anything like that. Give me a second. Just put the plug in. Yes. So the no cricketer would have, in his rightful senses, said a word against the political establishment, because that's the entire context. And after that, when they realize that the ICC is not going to bend down, they now are in a fix. They've gone ahead, they've upped the ante, they've said we are not going to be part of it, we are not traveling to India. At the same time, we want to play the World Cup, we want to go to Sri Lanka. That's not happening. So what do? You try and find a face saver, you try and work out something, you try and clutch on to something to survive. And that's where this ploy of writing to the ICC, asking it to be taken to dispute resolution, asking it to go the legal route, and all of these ploys have been thought about. So that's the final point that Bangladesh is trying to do. They are trying to take it to dispute resolution and make it legal. It's not going to work. There's zero chance, because the ICC board will see through it. The ICC board, there are precedents in the past where summarily the plea has been rejected, like in 2018. So I absolutely don't see anything happening out of this stand by the BCB. So this is the entire story. If I have to analyze it for you, as how the whole saga happened and why the whole saga happened. There are millions of questions. Let me try and take maximum. Arun Kumar Shah, as per Bangladesh media, BCB has asked ICC to refer the matter to dispute resolution. That's what I've been telling you, Arun. I've been saying it from the start of the show, haven't I? That they've asked to take it to dispute resolution. Precisely that. But like I explained to you, I don't see anything coming out of it because of the reasons I again explained. Yeah, what is happening? There are lots of questions. One second, hold on. Okay, Shagni. Moriada, please give a brief understanding current BCB situation, consequences for Bangladesh cricket, any impact India hosting future ICC event, no impact whatsoever. And I've given you a clear understanding of the current situation, Shagni. Will it impact India hosting ICC events? No. Why should it impact any country for that matter, Sri Lanka or any country for that matter? India and Bangladesh are jointly supposed to host 2031, if I remember from memory. 2031, who has seen 2031 sitting today? If you had asked somebody in 2015 that the world will be impacted by COVID in 2020, we would not even think about it. I mean, the whole world would come to a standstill. The whole world has changed. Donald Trump is back in power. 2031, kisne dekha hai, ke dekheche bhai 2031. So it is too premature to say what will happen then. In the immediate future, India hosting, no, it doesn't impact India, because then it would have impacted this current tournament. Going forward, India is not hosting anything right now, or for that matter, in the Asian bloc. I don't see there is going to be any problem. 2031, we've got to see. Dr. Dev, Bangladesh is expected Pakistan to boycott. In response, Pakistan World Cup squad was announced today. Obviously, but Pakistan will act. I'm telling you, Dr. Dev, at the end of the moment the ICC announces the official decision, Pakistan will act, and Pakistan will make some hue and cry. Will try to show solidarity with Bangladesh. Will put out possibly a letter or send a letter showing the solidarity with Bangladesh, saying that they are officially taking a stand of protest, that they don't agree with this call. Something to that effect will be done by Pakistan. Am I seeing Pakistani withdrawal from the World Cup? I've been forever saying that Pakistan will not do that, or is not expected to do that, because there is a tremendous amount of monetary ramification as well. If you see Pakistani YouTubers, they've gone on board saying, yes, 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 ICC will lose out, BCCI will lose out, nothing will happen. In terms of broadcast, and Pakistan will lose out significantly, because again, the kind of money that Pakistan is supposed to get, that entire money will go, and Pakistan has no basis, because nothing has happened to them for them to withdraw. Is it official now? Bangladesh is out. I'm a big fan of his official. Yani, unless something, say, let's give it 1%. 1%, because if Bangladesh has not sent the official mail and the official announcement has not happened. But if you ask me, 98% the decision is done. Will the ICC rescind its call? Will the ICC change venues? Will Bangladesh change its decision and come to India? Will ICC change its decision and take it to Sri Lanka? None of this is happening as far as I'm concerned. Why are you taking so long for the final decision? I told you why, because they're waiting for Bangladesh, Piyush Shaha. They're waiting for Bangladesh to send the formal communication. The moment they do that, soon after that, the ICC will also announce its final decision. Your views on Jaddu? My views on Jaddu, I do think it is going to be tough for Jaddu from here on. At the same time, I think the England series could be the one where we have to see what really happens. आईसीसी का प्रेस रिलीज कब आएगा, जो मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया आपको, आएगा तभी जब बांग्लादेश उनका फॉर्मल डिसीजन अनाउंस करेगा और इन्फॉर्म कर देगा, उसके बेसिस में आएगा. अमित, what's your gut feeling in this BCB matter? The gut feel is Bangladesh is the only loser out of this. Bangladesh doesn't have any strong ground to stand on. The ICC will not resign its decision. The ICC board will not listen to Bangladesh. They have already voted 14-2. It is now a fait accompli. It's a given call. Onit Shaduffi's issue was an insult to an international cricketer by BCCI. So take it out on BCCI. That's what I'm trying to tell you on it. Rally the international community, take it out on BCCI. Don't try and take it out on the ICC, because this is what has happened to you by trying to do that, and you're cornered in the entire international cricketing fraternity. Ronnie, I've said that. India ruled by Hindu extremism party. Don't talk like an idiot on it. Don't talk like an absolute idiot, because there are multiple governments here. I mean, what are you talking about? One day India ruled, cricket will end. This is ridiculous nonsense of the highest order. What nonsense are you talking here? কল্পতরু চক্রবর্তী, আমার বিশ্বাস বাংলাদেশকে গাছে তুলে পাকিস্তান মইটা কেড়ে নিয়েছে. Partly that, but at the same time Pakistan will do some posturing when the ICC decision comes out. They will do some posturing, in the sense they will kind of issue a letter of protest saying we are with Bangladesh, this is unfair, Pakistan is voicing its sentiment, what ICC has done is perhaps not the best thing, and all of that stuff. They will kind of do that posturing and put out some kind of a protest showing sympathy. Saraswati Pujo, yes. Why ICC late decision 48 hours? SAR 1075 explained that already. Is there enough time for Scotland now to join? 100%. Arun Kumar Shaha, they will join. Do you think Pakistan is actually trying to destroy Bangladesh cricket through different route? Orko 21 the Sun? No, I don't read conspiracy theories. SL, by far the best country to watch ODI. Such a vibe, good contest always. Boryada, any update on Aksar's injury? Don't think it's serious. Haven't heard anything. We'll try and find out and let you know. But from what I know, nothing serious. ICC delayed in final decision are explained. Hiran Sharkar, no one would notice Bangladesh's absence. In fact, the prestige of the tournament gone up. No, I don't think the prestige has gone up. I think it's a sad thing for world cricket what has happened. I do think Bangladesh is important, but the way Bangladesh has behaved, they've dug their own grave. I don't think. Yes, the tournament has become the news. So when the tournament does happen, the buzz around the tournament will now start because of this unfortunate incident. But I don't agree with you that Bangladesh leaving has helped the tournament. Any update? AGGPLVC, same question on Aksar. I've told you. Bishal Das, when the Bangladesh board has written to the ICC disputes resolution, one last chance. Jay Shah is in Dubai headquarters for the final decision today itself. Final decision will happen, because final decision is already a given. I don't see the final decision changing. Why ICC hesitant to make announcement? They're not hesitant at all. They are going by the legal route. They are going to firm up everything. They've put out a very stern press release. You've seen they've done the voting as well. The ICC has played every card correct. They do not want to take one false call on the matter. क्या लग रहा है भाई? आंसर तो कर दिया है. Sumit Kumar Datta, can ICC take stern action against the PCB? Unwanted posturing? No, PCB has not taken any unwanted posturing. It has voted against a motion that is totally fine. Has the PCB withdrawn? The PCB hasn't. If the PCB does withdraw, 100% action can be taken against Pakistan. So far, where is the public statement from the PCB? There is nothing in the public domain as far as the PCB is concerned. So how do you take any kind of action against the PCB? You can't. I mean, to say that you can go and take action against the PCB, on what basis? Has the PCB told you that we will boycott? Has the PCB put something out in the public domain that, oh, you know what, the ICC is unfair? Nothing like that. So on what basis? Media hearsay. Doesn't happen. BCCI has done it to reflect our protest against Bangladesh's torture of. No, absolutely not. BCCI has kept mum since this matter. The Mustafiz matter was an Yes, Bangladesh can easily or should have said, okay, we want to fight the BCCI. The moment they made it a global fight against the ICC, they lost the plot. They thought by cornering, they equated ICC and BCCI. They thought by cornering the BCCI of the ICC, they will be able to take it out on the BCCI, and that was a completely miscalculated call. Interestingly, Sri Lanka has refused. Whoever is this, Hiran Sharkar, you're right. Sri Lanka has refused to host Bangladesh's matches. Ireland has refused to swap. Zimbabwe has refused to swap. So no member board has given in to Bangladesh's demands. आईसीसी फाइनल प्रेस रिलीज दोबारा सेम सवाल मैंने आंसर कर दिया शाग्निक I've given you the answer. Uday Pratap Singh, even Bangladesh citizens are criticizing their government. Obviously, if you go and ask Bangladesh cricketers and Bangladesh media, I'm in touch with a lot of them, and every time you ask, they're disappointed. They are saying we are I can read out some of the messages if you want. They're devastated. They're devastated, but nobody will come out and say in the public domain, because if you do come out and say in the public domain, the answer will be there will be a very, very serious political backlash. So that's why Uday Pratap Singh, nobody will dare do that, because then you are taking on the government of the land at this point in time, and no one will do that. Any update on Aksar again? Shubhrajyoti, Asif Nazrul and BCB are going to arbitration against parent bodies soon. Can courts say no? They can't. They can't. They can't go to arbitration. They are asking for disputes resolution within the ICC. Who will stay what? It doesn't happen like that. It absolutely does. How does the arbitration, the disputes resolution work? It's the board. It's the ICC board that will appoint an independent arbitrator. And if you remember, Michael Beloff, Queen's Counsel, had completely rejected and thrown out Pakistan's plea in 2018 against India. So there is precedence on that. It doesn't work like that. It won't work like that. Prashanjit Chatterjee, isn't ICC dragging their feet too much? No, they're not. They're going legally. They are the governing body of the world, of the game. They will go so that no member board can stand ground legally and say they've been discriminated against. So the ICC is playing it very smart. The ICC is playing it very conscious. The ICC is playing it very smart. They are not dragging their heels at all, nor they are making a mistake. They're playing this very, very smooth. And from what I understand, the ICC is well within its grounds. They know they've got control. They've already sounded out Scotland. They've sent feelers to Scotland. They will play it by the book and end the matter. Asif Nazrul, you're absolutely hit the nail on the head. Thank you. Who am I? Ukhan057. Who are you? I'm an academic, a scholar, a journalist. This is my show. I'm the founder of Rev Sports. This is my platform, and that's who am I. I've written 15 books and written 2,000 articles on sport. I consider myself erudite enough to be able to comment on this, and I consider you a troll. That's my answer. Roshanjit, I've answered that. Too many questions again. Too many questions. Freaking awesome. What is this? Bengal for Germany. Chalo. Bangladesh cricketers are at the loss. No one else. 100%. It is simple as that. They are just pawns who are sacrificed due to the ego of the politicians. Precisely the point. You've hit the nail on the head. I've written exactly this in my article today. If you go and read my column, this is exactly what I've written. It is very unfortunate that the cricketers are having to go through this. And what is also unfortunate is none of them will be able to speak out on the matter, because they will not have the courage to speak out against their own government. Despite yesterday's loss, after a long time, witnessed a proper ODI approach from England. That's okay. I didn't watch the match. Freaking awesome. Okay. Prashanjit, I've answered that. Shubhrajyoti, I've answered that. Okay, let me try and go down and down. In Bangladesh, the narrative is Sri Lanka wanted to host, Ireland was ready to swap. Who will tell them the truth? They will not buy the truth. Whatever you want to tell them, you can. They will not even buy the truth, because that's the whole problem. When the political establishment of the land wants to feed you something, if Sri Lanka was ready, simple answer. If Sri Lanka was ready, if Ireland was ready, those two votes would have come to them. It's a 14-2 decision in the votes. If Sri Lanka was ready, Ireland was ready, 2+ votes. It would have immediately become 12-4. Why should it be 14-2? Because they've got Pakistan, they've got their own vote. If these two votes would have come to them, it would have been 4 votes, not 2. That's the basic math. Now, if somebody doesn't understand the basic math, what can you do? You can't do anything. And that's the whole problem. If you don't want to see the writing on the wall, in a democratic setup, if you don't want to be smart, You don't have the numbers yet. You want to go and sort of posture. It's not going to happen like that. 14-2 is a thrashing. 14-2 means they were completely outvoted. If they had the Irish on their corner, if they had Sri Lanka in their corner, then definitely they would have got those 2 votes. Pakistan going to support Bangladesh. Bangladesh, we are going to lose all our matches. सर हिंदी में बोलो सर, ये हिंदी शो है नहीं. अगर हिंदी शो होता तो मैं बोल देता, बट चलिए आपके लिए बोल देता हूं कि बांग्लादेश थोड़ा पॉलिटिकल पैंडरिंग कर रहा है, क्योंकि वो अभी जानते हैं कि उनको कोई विगल रूम बचा नहीं है, उनके पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, उनको एक फेस सेवर चाहिए. और वो फेस सेवर के लिए उन्होंने आईसीसी डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन में मैटर को ले जाने का कोशिश किया है. वो सोच रहे हैं कि एक लीगल सोल्यूशन अगर यहां से निकल जाए, कोई भी सोल्यूशन कुछ भी करके अगर वो वर्ल्ड कप खेल सकते हैं, बट वो खेल नहीं पाएंगे, क्योंकि उनका जो डिसीजन है कि हमें श्रीलंका में मैच दो, वो आईसीसी मानेगा नहीं. और अगर वो सोचते हैं कि हम डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन में जाके जीत जाएंगे, वो जीतेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन कंट्रोल जो अपॉइंट करेंगे वो आईसीसी बोर्ड ही होता है. सो मैटर आप अगर वहां ले जाओगे तो इन द पास्ट ऐसे प्रेसिडेंट्स भी है 2018 में, जहां पे आईसीसी डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन में समरली पाकिस्तान का प्ली रिजेक्ट कर दिया था. सो ऐसा प्रेसिडेंट्स भी है. Shokushachi Basu, same poor and typical political part from Pakistan. Pakistan will inevitably do that, but I am not surprised. Pakistan will posture anti-India, and the moment the ICC decision becomes public, Pakistan will come out with a protest letter. Pakistan will come out with a formal protest stuff saying, oh, look here, we are in favor of Bangladesh. What has happened is not good. We are voicing our protest and voicing our dissent. Let this be recorded. So they will not take any concrete stance. At the same time, they will want to record their voice of dissent and voice of protest, so that they can go and tell Bangladesh, oh, you know what, we like what we had proposed to you, or what we had promised you. We have stood in your corner and we have protested. That's what Pakistan will do, and that's exactly what. Will Bangladesh face any sanctions, Jaswinder Singh? Very likely. And इसीलिए मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूं कि बांग्लादेश पहला तो 500,000 वो जो पार्टिसिपेशन मनी, सेकेंडली प्राइज मनी, थर्डली उनका जो कंट्रीब्यूशन मिलता है आईसीसी से, अगर वो भी वो लूज कर जाते हैं, then the penalty becomes humongous, and that's when Bangladesh cricket will be suffering a death blow. चलो खत्म करते हैं यार, बहुत लंबा शो कर लिया, 40 मिनट ऑलमोस्ट कर लिया, बट क्वेश्चंस आप लोगों का खत्म नहीं होता है, which is very good, क्योंकि आप लोग देखते हो, शो में मजा आता है मुझे, बट इतना सवाल आंसर करना ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल हो जाता है. मैक्सिमम सवाल मैंने आंसर कर दिया. बांग्लादेश श्रीलंका वांट टू डू, मैंने आंसर कर दिया है. चलो गौतम, why Pakistan is given the facility to play outside India when they are not coming to India? Because this has been an agreement between India and Pakistan for the longest time. There has been a political, India and Bangladesh have not fought a single war. India, Pakistan, think of the political relations. There have been 5 wars between the two countries: 48, 65, 71, 90s, Kargil, and if you take the Operation Sindoor as another one. So there have been multiple wars. The political dispute is such that this has been agreed on. It is not the same. So you cannot compare the two situations one bit and say, oh, you know what, because of this, give it to. Doesn't happen. Bengal cricket is a good chance to win the match against services. I'm very, very irritated with the way Lakshya Sen lost today. Lakshya Sen needs to be consistent. He had an opportunity in the Indonesian Open. Sindhu lost to Chen Yufei. First game was 21-11. There was literally no fight. So that's the other sports. Bengal football, Norori Shrestha, absolutely. We were all watching the Santosh Trophy. By the way, Dibrugarh people were there in the stadium, and that was good to see. The fantastic goal. We were all watching in the studio. Everybody had come over for lunch to the studio for Saraswati Puja. So yes, we were watching it as well. Shubhra Jyoti, I've answered that. Kiran Shorkar, I've answered most of your questions. So I watch you from London Underground. I love how you explain facts. Riju Ghosh, thank you very much. London will be very cold now, isn't it? Very, very cold. Which underground? Where do you live in London, Riju? Next time when I'm there in Oxford, I'm actually there for 2.5 months between May and August. For I'll be teaching for a while, and then I'll cover the Women's World Cup, then I'll cover the India series, and then I'll cover the Commonwealth Games. So look forward to meeting you at some point. Bangladesh is going to international court, not international court, they're going to disputes resolution. It's all interlinked with Bengal election, Bangladesh election. Not all this drama would never have happened. Nothing to do with Bengal elections, entirely to do with Bangladesh elections. Bengal is a domestic election, an internal election in India. Bangladesh elections, 100%. The super chat, 100% that it is to do with Bangladesh elections. चलो जी खत्म करते हैं 40 because आपका सवाल खत्म नहीं होता है. आपका सवाल खत्म नहीं होता है. Gargi Raut will soon be joining you in 20 minutes with the pre-match show. Shomik Chakraborty, Bharat Ramraj, matches in Raipur. Will we see another Abhishek Sharma show, or will we see New Zealand fight back? Guard it out with the pre match show in 20 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, wish you all